Ever notice how people can't just pick the middle? You ask someone what they eat, and it's either, I only eat raw liver and drink bone marrow smoothies, or if a vegetable casts a shadow, it's too processed. But nowhere is this tendency more intense than in politics. It's like our brains wake up every morning and go, pick a side, and make it your entire personality. But why? Blame evolution and psychology. They shaped our instinct to pick sides and stick to them, even when reality is far more complicated. And now, thanks to the internet, those natural tendencies are turbocharged, turning every disagreement into an all-out war. First up, black and white thinking. Our brains love simple answers. Thinking maybe both sides have some valid points and some terrible ones is hard. Our brains are wired to love certainty because uncertainty is stressful. That's why we fall for cognitive biases like the false dilemma fallacy, which tricks us into thinking there are only two options when reality is way messier. It's way easier to say, this side equals good, that side equals evil, or to think, you're either with us or against us. We either ban social media or let kids get completely addicted to it. And then there's tribalism. Humans evolved in groups. Back in caveman days, choosing the wrong team got you literally eaten. Today, in the digital age, the battlefield has changed. Instead of hunting mammoths, we hunt retweets, and instead of spears, we throw sick burns. And now, algorithms decide which fights we see. You know how your phone magically knows you want to buy those overpriced sneakers? Yeah, the same thing happens with your beliefs. Search for home workouts once? Now your feed thinks you're training for the Olympics. And here's the real trick. The more you see a certain idea being promoted, the more you think it's the majority opinion. When every post, every video, and every comment in your feed supports one side, it's easy to believe, oh wow, everyone agrees with this. I must be right. But what happens when an idea is pushed too hard? It can backfire. In politics, when one party pushes an idea too aggressively, the opposing party pushes back even harder. Instead of progress, you get an extreme reaction, which can actually harm the very thing you wanted to protect. This isn't new. Extreme leaders, extreme ideas, they get attention. Moderation? Not so much. You never hear breaking news. Politician says both sides have some good ideas, because that guy's approval rating is 0. So does that mean we're doomed to yell at each other forever? Not necessarily, but it does mean we have to ask, are my views based on facts or just team loyalty? Am I genuinely considering different perspectives or just surrounding myself with opinions that confirm my own? And most importantly, if extreme views were the answer, why do they always lead to extreme problems? As Mark Twain famously put it ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. Here's a wild thought. What if the most radical thing you could do is to not be extreme? Nah, that sounds too reasonable. Comment below, what's an extreme belief you used to have but changed your mind about?